All right, let's begin today. Hello, everyone. So this is the week 10, right? Week 10. This is the 10th week. It's very quick, huh? Okay, so firstly, let's review what we learned from last week. What we learned from last week? Actually, recently we learned about graphing, right? So actually, right now you can imagine this. You can see this one. What happening right now? We learn the geometry. Geometry actually learn about lines, right? About lines. All the geometry actually made of line, right? Line, curves. So beginning with the line, linear line, straight line. So actually, you can see this one. Our algebra currently is somewhat connection between just try to build the relation between the algebra and geometry, right? So when you give you a line, the computer they didn't smart enough. They say, okay, this is a line, right? They needed to some program behind it. So they give you a one, okay, to describe this one. So you can say describe y equal mx plus b, right? So this one is if we put this line into the xy, kind of explain xy coordinate system, they have the coordinate system, right? So you have x, y, we give them kinds of origin, so x, y. So whenever you graphing, you have a line. Line have any line you can express. You graph any line, you should be able to graph it into mx plus b, right? Or they also describe into ax plus by equals c, right? Any line. So you can say horizontal line y equals c, vertical line x equal a constant number, right? If a line like this, also you can say mx plus b, right? Any line. So since there's so many lines, so when you have graph any lines, you need to find, if there's a line, you need to know how to find out their expression. This line is not so challenging, right? They're only made of two things. One is slope, one is y-intercept. You can use the slope or y-intercept, right? You can quickly get a y equal mx plus b, right? Or you can say this line made of two dots. You can graph a line. So you can say x1, y1, x2, y2, right? So you can base two lines, find the slope. Slope is y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, right? So give you a dot, give you a slope. Give you a dot, give you a slope. You can quickly find out y minus y1 equals mx minus x1, right? Right. So you give you two dots. You find the slope first, and then pick any of the dot and use the dot slope. You also can find it, right? So this is all the line, linear line. This is all about the linear line, So there's so many different kinds of lines. That's all, so many lines. So let's see. So if they are line like this, there's two special lines, right? This is horizontal line and vertical line. Like this horizontal line, y equals c, the slope equals 0, right? Because of they are horizontal. So this line, x equal constant number, the slope is infinity. We say non-exist or infinity. Most of the time we say infinity, too big. Very big, very slope, right? The slope just increase 1 unit, they increase a lot. So we say slope is infinity. All right. So first we learn our line. We need to find, we know how to express of the line, right? How to express of the line. Only have these three different kinds of format. right? So you can find this one quickly, line, and also two special line, right? All this line. So you know the line, this so many lines. So anyone give you the slope, y-intercept, any dots, and combine with this one, you should be able to find out. So let's talk about one line. Last week we talked about two lines. So when you have two lines, what happened? When you have the one line, it's already given. Right now you have one line is given. All right. So you have another line. What about here? So they have a common, right? Have a common point. This is called crossing. So if you have a two line, one very common situation is these two lines have a common point. We call crossing. They have a common point. Only one common point. Right? So if you give you two lines, you should be able to find these two common points. What these comments are. Right? So another one is when we talk about say these two lines, they possibly have a common point. When they actually made of 1 degree here, right? Made of 1 degree. You can, based on this common point, turn around the other line. When the degree was close to 0. This degree was 0, just like these two lines, they have a degree here. The one line was turned around, based on this one turn around. When the degree is 0, this two line was overlap. Overlap means these two lines exactly the same. This two line is exactly the same when they overlap to each other, right? They're exactly the same. Exactly the same line means their slope is exactly the same. The first slope and second slope is exactly the same. And the y-intercept also exactly the same. They will call overlap. When they are overlap, they have infinity common. Since they are overlap to each other, right? They overlap to each other. They have infinity kinds of common point. Right? They have a lot of common point. They are overlap to each other. Every point is the common point. Right? Okay, so this is one situation. So when the degree goes to, this degree turn around, go here, became exactly 90 degrees. We call this two lines is perpendicular to each other. Right? Perpendicular. One of the linear line and the other linear line, they have 90 degrees to each other. We call perpendicular. Actually the slope. Suppose this is slope line 1 and this another one line 2. They have 90 degrees here. What's the relationship between them? The slope time together became 90 degrees. Oh, time together became -1. I'm sorry, -1. Right. Okay. So this slope and this slope is time. The product of these two, layer will be what? -1. So we can judge based on the slope relationship if layer is the product of these two, if layer -1, if layer was -1. If they are -1, they are perpendicular to each other, right? But let's two special situations. When we talk about lines, when we talk about the special line, did you see this one is horizontal line, right? The slope is 0, right? And this is vertical line. The slope is infinity, right? The slope is infinity. For this one, slope is 0. And these two, they are also perpendicular to each other. Do you notice that? So this is a two special situation. special situation. Special situation. One of the slope is 0 when the other one slope is infinity. These two slope time together is not -1, right? One is 0 time infinity number that not begin in -1. So they cannot judge by these kinds of judging rule, right? We cannot judge by this one because one of them is 0, the other one is infinity. But these two special lines you can see here, they are also perpendicular to each other. They're still perpendicular to each other, right? So this is a special situation. We didn't talk last class. So I will add here special situation. One is horizontal line, one is vertical line. The horizontal line slope is 0, and the vertical line, the slope is infinity, right? So these two, they are still perpendicular to each other. They are still perpendicular to each other. Okay. All right. So this is cross situation. You can see crossing two linear lines together. Most of the situation is crossing, and the cross special situation find is their overlap and they're perpendicular. Another one is two parallel lines. Two lines is parallel to each other. When two lines is parallel to each other, what you can see fine. So actually their slope is the same. The slope is exactly the same, but their y-intercept is different to each other, right? Y-intercept is different to each other. So if you say giving us the slope is the same, that give you two lines. If met this station, the slope is exactly the same. Slope is exactly the same. And the y-intercept is different. They will be perpendicular to each other. Also, we needed to see our special situation. When the two linear lines, when they are horizontal, when they parallel to each other, the other line have to be horizontal as well, right? If they are both of them is m is 0, the slope is 0. The other one, if they are parallel to each other, the slope also should be 0. And the other situation is if one of the line is vertical line. So if there's another line also parallel to this line, they all should be and must be vertical as well. Both of the slope is infinity. Both 1 and 2 should be infinity, right? Infinity. So they are parallel to each other. All right. So this is the 4 different kinds of relationship of the two lines. One, and then say overlap. Overlap actually is the special situation. And third one is perpendicular. And fourth one is parallel to each other. All right. Okay. So since we know all two linear lines will belongs to this category. So when they are crossing, they have one common point. So they mean they have a solution. When they overlap, they have multi common point. Then is infinity common solution. Infinity solution. Right? Infinity solution, because every point is their common point. When they're perpendicular to each other, they only have one common point, but the slope between these two, the product of these two slopes will be -1. Right? When they are parallel to each other, they will have no solution, right? They have no common point. No common point. No common point, right? Okay. So these 4 different kinds of relationship between two linear lines. All right. So another one, we learn how to find their common point. Actually, we teach the first methods. Just like two have linear line, they have a common point. How to find this common point? First, definitely we use the graphing methods. Graphing methods. First, we need to judge these two linear lines. They are crossing. The slope should be different to each other, right? The slope cannot be the same. If there's some slope is the same, they possibly is parallel. Another possibly is they are overlap, right? So first, make sure their slope is different. So they have a common point. When a common point, first method is use the graphing. We can graphing both two linear lines, find their common point. And second methods we teach it. Yet last week we talked about substitution. All right, substitute methods. All right, substitute. What is substitute methods? We will use the homework to review this part. All right, so let's go to homework. After that, we will teach more about today's new topic. Okay, so let's go to the homework now. Take your homework out. Everyone, can you please take your homework out? Let's review together here now. You need it pretty quick because the time is go quickly. I should make sure we can finish on time. So make sure I can go to the Halloween. All right, sounds good. All right, so let's begin here now. Solve each of the equation by substitution methods. All right, okay, see here. First, so x plus y equals 3. This x equal to y. So this x replaced by 2y, right? This x equal to y. So got a 3y. 2y plus y got 3y. 3y equal 3. Y equal 1. This is not end. This is not finished yet. We need to find the x, right? So x equals 2. So the result, the solution is 2, 1. 2, 1. X equal 2. Y equal 1. All right. Second here. X replaced by 3y. So got 4y equal 20. Y equal 5. So x equal 15. Right? So y replaced back here. So got a 15, 5. The common point is this one. All right. The number 3. Y actually y equal negative 3x. Right? So this y was replaced negative 3x. So x minus 3x equal negative 2x equals 6. So x equal what? Negative 3. So x equal negative 3 replace back here. So you got a y equal 9, right? Negative 3 times negative 3 got 9. So the point is negative 3, 9. Is it correct? Right, let's go number 4. Number 4, y equal negative 4x. So we can this y substituted by negative 4. So became negative 3x, right? X minus 4x. X minus 4x. Go negative 3x equals 6. So x equal negative 2. Y equal 8. So negative 2, 8 right here. All right. Is there any questions? All right, let's see this one. We go a little bit more complicated situation. First, y equal 3x plus 1. Second, 4y minus ax equal 12. So you can see here, y equal 3x plus 1. You can this y substitute by here, right? So 4 times 3x plus 1 equal 12. All right, so move when simplified. So first we need distributed. So begin 12x plus 4 minus ax equal 12, right? So here became 4x equal 8. 4 move to the right. So x equal 2. So y equal what? So 2 put back here. So 3 times 2 plus 1. So equals 7, right? So the result is 2, 7. Sounds good. Advance. Let's see number 6. Y equal 2x plus 3. So substitute this y with this expression. All right. So you can 5, 2x plus 3 minus 7x equal 18. Right. So distribute inside it became 10x plus 15 minus 7x equal 18. Right, simplified. 3x equal 3, x equal 1. So y equals what? Y equals 5 because this x, right, replaced by 1. So it's 1, 5. 1, 5. Anyone have questions? Do you guys have questions? Anyone, can you unmute yourself? Question to me whenever you have any questions. Sounds good? If you have no questions, we'll move a little bit quicker, right? This 7. Y equal 2x plus 9. This y equal 7x plus 10. So y equal, so this y replaced by this part. So we can got 2x plus 9 equals 7x plus 10, right? So you got a 5x, both sides minus equal -1, right? So x equal 1 over 5, -1 over 5, right? So y equal negative, we replace here, -2 over 5 plus 9, so equals what? 8, 3 over 5, right? Okay. All right, so let's move on. 8, number 8. So like this one, we can use substitution methods. This y replaced by earlier methods. So here is 5x minus 3 equal ax plus 4, right? So you got a 3x -7. So x equal -7 over 3. So y equal what? Just put this back or pick any one of them, right? So you can get a -35 over 3 minus 3. Okay, so what do you got? So actually -11, here -11, we can -14, 2 over 3, right? So one of them is here, y is equal this one. It's easy, everyone. Do you find it's easy? Yeah, nobody answer me. Okay, so I move down. So it's relatively easy, huh? This part. All right, I'll just let you guys can practice a little bit, make sure you guys can really know which part was very good for just you can find the answer quickly. All right, let's go number 9. Number 9. All right, so y equal x plus 3 minus 3. So here y. So this is two linear line, right? Two linear line. So this y is substituted by x minus 3. So we got a 3x minus 4x minus 3. So we need to substitute y with the second one, right? So you can got here as -x equal, here is -12. 12 move to the right, -2. So x equal 2, y equal -1, right? So you can get a 2, -1. All right, it's easy. I think Max is here. Max, are you there? Max maybe not come today, I think. All right. Okay. Anyone have questions? No, I will move on, okay? All right, so see number 10. So y equal x minus 5. So substitute here. So here is x minus 5, right? So you can quickly got 4x minus 3x plus 15 got 10. So x equal -5, right? Y equal -10. See, easy, right? All right. So earlier part, y there already is an expression. So what about like 11? Right now is that we didn't see something, x equals something, y equals something, right? So we need to do a proper transform first. So here is x equal 6 minus 2x, x equals 6 minus 2y, right? All right. So x equal this part, substitute here. You can use the y equal something. You can x equal something. Depends on which one you prefer. All right, both works. All right, so x replaced by 6 minus 2y. 6 minus 2y plus 3y equal 8. Let me go here. So you got a 12 minus 4y plus 3y equal 8. So negative y equal negative 4, right? Y equal 4, right? So x equal what? This one replace back here. So it's 6 minus 8 equal negative 2. So the result is negative 2, 4 for the 11, for 11, right? Check your homework. If your answer is exactly the same or not. All right, let's see 12. We do for proper transform for this one first. Here became negative 3y minus 5, right? All right, substitute here. Before you substitute, actually, we can simplify this one first. Both sides divide 2. So you can go to x plus y equal 3, right? So replace x with negative 3y, this part, substitute by this part, right? Negative 1 minus 5 plus y equal 3. So you got a negative 2y equal 2. No, equal 8, right? So y equal negative 4. X equal what? So negative 4 replaced by this part. So 12 minus 5. So you got 7. So actually result is 7, negative 4. That's the common point for the 12. All right. Any questions? Any questions? No. No questions. Did your homework is exactly the same answer as mine? All right. Nope. I didn't hear anyone say questions. All right, let's move on. So for this part, this is system. So x equal 3y minus 2 already, right? So substitute this x with this one. So we can transfer this expression, only have one variable, right? One variable. So 3 times 3y, so got a 9y minus 6 plus 2y equals 16, right? So you can simplify, got 7y equal 22, right? So y equal 22 over 7. X equal what? X equal what? 66 over 7 minus 2, right? Replace here. All right. So here equals, so 9 is 7 over 2 minus 2. So actually it's 7, right? It's 9, 3 over 7. So minus 2 equals 7, 3 over 7, right? So you get the solutions, get the answers. One of the x is here, y is right here. All right, let's go 14. Let me move 14 is right here. That's too busy of there, right? So x equal this part and expression. Then this system, the top one, this x substitute by 2y minus 5, right? 2y minus 5 plus 3y equal 18. Equal 18. All right, so we can just distribute inside, got 4y minus 10 plus 3y equal 18. Right, so 7y equal 28. Y equal 4. Right, so replace here, replace y back here. So x equal 2 times 8 minus 5. So got 3, right? 2 times 4, 8, 8 minus 5 got 3. So actually answer is 3, 4. 3, 4. All right. All right. All right. So the rest actually is the same. I pick some of this top part of this homework to do this part. So let's explain a little bit more. Let me find that if there's any typical question from your side, and we can answer that part first. Did you guys have some questions that need to be explained further here? Did you guys have some because of the rest homework is close, is very close, right? So we have to, we can answer your guys' question. I think it's a little bit better since we don't necessarily go all of them. Sounds good? Sounds good, everyone? No, no. Okay, so I will skip the top part, the first page, go to the second page. Go to the second page. So this page actually is the same, or talked about the similar kinds of progress. Okay. All right. So let's go to the second page. This part. Second page. Second page. So if you have questions, please bring it up and we can explain a little bit further. All right. So if not, we just go to the second page here. All right. So second page actually is determine whether each pair of line is parallel, perpendicular, or neither. All right. So we know we just talked about how to judge them, right? If they are parallel to each other, the slope is the same. Their y-intercept is different. Right? When they perpendicular to each other, the two of the slope times together will become -1. Right? If they are not met these two situations, they possibly overlap. So they will be slope the same, y-intercept the same, or maybe what? They have to be crossing. They have only one common point. Right. So what we need to do is find out the slope, right? First. Okay, so let's see this one, 55. 55. So you can this one, we can do some transformation. So actually y equal what? Y move to the right, and here move like y equal x plus 6. So the slope is 1, right? It's coefficient of in front of x. See the second one, y equal -x plus 3, m2 equal -1. So this b1 equals 6, b2 equals 3, right? So you can see the slope 1 and slope 2 is different to each other. So definitely is not parallel to each other, right? Or not overlap to each other. And second one, we can see these two times together became -1. So it looks like here is perpendicular to each other. These two lines is perpendicular. You can draw graphing this on XY coordinate system to double confirming. All right. All right, let's see next. 56. 56. So we do some proper transform first, all right? So into what? So y equals -3x plus 7. So the slope is -3. Y-intercept is 0, 7, right? All right, the second one, y equal -3 minus 10. All right, can you guys do proper transform into like this? Y equal -3x minus 10. The slope is -3, and y-intercept is 0, -10. So you can see this slope is the same. So they are parallel to each other. They are the same. The y-intercept is different. So they are parallel to each other, right? All right, let's see the 57. So this one is already slope y-intercept kinds of format. So we can quickly get out there. The slope is what? Is 4, right? Is this one. And y-intercept is 0, half. What about this one? This one we need a proper transform. All right, proper transform. So you can got a 2y equal 4x plus 1, -4x, right? Move to the right. So -4x plus 1. Both sides divided 2 equal -2x plus half. So the slope is -2. The y-intercept is what? 0.5, right? So one is 4, one is -2. They are not equal to each other. They are not parallel. The product of these two is not -1. So they are just crossing. They are just crossing. They're not parallel. They're not perpendicular to each other, right? All right. Let's see 58. 58 actually is special line, right? So we talked about a special line by now. So this one slope is infinity, right? This one slope is 0. So one is vertical line, one is horizontal line. So they are perpendicular to each other, right? They're perpendicular to each other. We say P, perpendicular to each other. This one is linear, this one is parallel. And this one is perpendicular, right? And this one also perpendicular. All right. Okay, so for this part, let's move on a little bit more. Now the same, try to judge them, right? All right, determine each pair of the lines is parallel, perpendicular, or linear. So let's quickly find out. So the slope for this one is 9/2. This one -9/2. They are not equal. They are product of them not equal -1. So they just crossing. They just crossing. They don't not perpendicular, not parallel. All right. All right. So second one, 52. This one is 1/5. This one is -1/5. They are not equal to each other, right? The slope 1 and slope 2 is not. The product of them is also, they are not equal -1 neither. So they are just crossing. They're just crossing. They have just one common point. They don't have, they are not parallel to each other. They are not perpendicular to each other. All right. So we need to read out the slope quickly. So like this one. So M equal what? Equal 1/3, right? Can you guys do it by quickly doing this one? The other one, the slope here equal 3, right? This one is, you can do proper transform, 3y equal x plus 6, right? Both sides divide 3, so slope is 1/3. They are not equal each other. The product of them not equal -1. So they are neither, right? They are not perpendicular, not parallel to each other. They just have a common point. All right. So let's move on. So see the 54. Here, the slope is 4, right? 4. What about this slope? -4, right? So they are also crossing. They are not perpendicular. They are not parallel to each other, neither. They only have one common point. Okay, let's move on more. Let's see 56, 5. So what about slope of this one? The slope of this one is 6/5, right? And what about B1? B1 is -1/5, right? All right, let's see this one. See this one. All right, the slope M2. If you not judge M2 quickly, you can do some proper transform. So you can do 10y equal 12x plus 1. So y equal 12/10. So if you quickly get 12/10 is 6/5 x plus 1/10, right? So the second one is 6/5. Slope is the same, right? And B2 is 0 and 1/10. So you can see the slope is the same. their y-intercept is different, so they are parallel to each other. Yeah, parallel. Okay, let's move on. 56. So we do proper transform. If you cannot read out of that one quickly, we just do proper transform. All right. So you got a y equal half x minus 1, right? Do proper transform. What about this one? Y equal half x plus 3 over 4. Actually, it's minus, right? Because the 3 moved to the left. So you can half x minus. So you can see the slope. First one is slope is half. Second slope also half. After that, we need to check the y-intercept if they are the same or not. Y-intercept for this one is 0, -1. For the second one is 0, 3 over 4, right? So they are different. So they are parallel to each other as well, since their slope is the same. All right, let's go move on this one. 57. So if not, do some proper transform. All right, so equals to y. First one is y equal both sides divided 3. So it's right. Second one you can got a y equal negative 3 over 4, right? M plus 2. Did you see that? Can you guys do this one? So you can see the slope for this one is 4 over 3. The second slope is -3 over 4. Hey, you can see they are different. And the product of these two, just time these two together, you can -1, right? M1 times M2, you can -1. So these two actually is perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular. All right, let's move on more. 58. Do some proper transform first. So you can see first one is y equal 3 over 5x plus 2. Second one is -5x, right? -5x over 3. Okay, negative and plus 1 over 3. So you can see the slope, first slope is 3 over 5. Second slope is -5 over 3, right? So the product of these two, so M1 times M2, they became -1. So it means they are also perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular to each other. They have 90 degrees here. Okay. Our homework is, that's all for homework. Anyone have questions? Nope. I not heard any words.